This was a shock to me, although it should have been seen coming. On NXT, WWE has released Mandy Rose. I'm gonna have some articles here to read in just a second to try to get to see what happens. But for those of y'all that don't know, over the weekend there were some pictures and some videos released allegedly of Mandy Rose in some doing like sexy content. It's on Twitter. If you Mandy Rose has been trending for the past 4 or 5 days because of, and if you click on it, it's people on Twitter who have these videos, and it's a woman who is naked below, claiming to be Mandy Rose. You don't see Mandy's face in it, something like that. There's 2 videos of Mandy Rose that you see her face in. One video is like she's almost like coming out of the shower, and then another one where she's like in the pool. But the other one pictures someone who was supposed to be, you don't necessarily know who it is, and all like that. But these things have been leaked. There's a lot of these OnlyFans type things have been leaked and everything like that. So that came out, and as you know, Saturday, Roxanne Perez had the #1 contendership match in the Iron Survivor Challenge. She won that. So came out on Tuesday last night, and she started talking, and she had a little thing with Braun Breaker, Grayson Waller, and they had, and then once Grayson and Braun went off of their own, Mandy Rose she jumped Roxanne Perez from behind. And then Roxanne Perez said that she wanted the title match tonight. Mandy Rose said it was on, and I was wondering, like, really? Is this what they're doing? And my first thought was, well, okay, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna have her lose this match, Roxanne Perez, but later on when she does win it, it means like a lot more, right? That's what I was thinking was, but that didn't happen. She actually just went ahead and won last night, and I was shocked. And I even tweeted, I said, I don't like this. I don't think I like this. And then you find out like that Mandy Rose was like 3 days off of going past Baszler's record, and he's like, they've been so put on records right here, right? Having Uso beat the, even though there are some rumors going on about Roman Reigns, I really truly believe that they are trying to do the 1,000 days record for Roman Reigns. And then they have Mandy do this, and she goes, 400 some odd days, and then she just loses it to Roxanne Perez. She wasn't supposed to lose it. She was actually supposed to wrestle her at the New Year's Evil event on January the 10th. Right? The 10th, the day before my birthday. And I'm sitting here and I'm doing other things. I'm actually getting ready for my That's a Shoot for this weekend, talking about the whole Vince McMahon stuff. And yes, please make sure you are there. you are here for that this weekend. Got a lot to talk about with that. Documentary last night, some other things he wants to come back, but let's get off topic. So I was getting my stuff ready for that. And video pops up on my phone notification. WWE releases MA, and I said, what? My phone went back to it. Found it, Mandy Rose. Are you kidding me? So about and you have to wonder, because like last night, she didn't look happy. She didn't look happy at all doing that. And afterwards, the crowd at NXT really they gave her flowers, as they should have. I'm just gonna say this right now. In my WWE Awards video later on this year, in a week or two, she's gonna be the most improved wrestler, because she has totally improved from when she came to it. Now she is She was someone who you could maybe have a nice match with, to someone who you can have a great match with. She's become a great wrestler, great in-ring performer. This is a great character for her. And so I am, yes, and then she did it, and then last night she tweeted thank you with prayers emojis and like some like eye that the water in the eyes, like she's welling up emoji. And you just kind of thought that maybe, you know, this was like maybe it for her NXT, but not the entire WWE. So this is insane. So I've got 4 things here. I'm going to see if either one of them are different or anything like that. Here's one from Ringside News. This is Mandy Rose from her contract. Mandy Rose was a huge deal in this NXT brand as she carried their women's title for over 400 days. She lost that belt this week in a surprising fashion to Roxanne Perez, pushing up a scheduled New Year's Evil match, and there is a reason for that. Sean Ross Sapp has confirmed that WWE has released Mandy Rose's contract. Her brand on website was just simply getting out of hand with the amount of content she was putting up that infringed with the company's moral code. And then they have this: Fightful Select has learned that Mandy Rose has been released, but the WWE officials felt they were putting a tough position based on the content she was posting on her brand army page. They felt like it was outside the parameters of her WWE deal. Mandy Rose maintained a paywall where she put up NSFW content for a flat fee, but she offered other NSFW content per item. She also rated fans junk for an additional fee. This was an open secret for some time, but it seems that the additional income stream caught up with her. We'll have to see what's next, Rose. This is a shocking and sad situation. She had Gigi Dolan and Jessie Jane alongside her as well, leaving us to wonder what happened to the rest of the attraction. It seems that Mandy Rose will be on her own, free to put up whatever content she likes online. Okay, again, that was from Ringside News. From Bleacher Report. Mandy Rose released by WWE for posting content outside of the parameters contract. Reportedly released Mandy Rose as she dropped the Women's Championship to Roxanne Perez on Tuesday night's episode of NXT. According to Fight Rules, Sean Ross Sapp, WWE made the decision to release Rose after the officials felt they were put in a tough with some of the content on her fan time page. Rose posted some explicit photos and videos on the page, and WWE reportedly felt they were outside the parameters of her contract. All right. Wrestling news. Mandy Rose released by WWE. Fightful is reporting that Mandy Rose has been released by WWE. Sandra Sapp noted that the reason for her release is because with the company some of the same stuff. Rose was trending on Monday after someone posted photos and video clips on Twitter that showed her nude and semi-nude, as I was explaining. This would explain why Rose dropped NXT Women's Championship last night to Roxanne Perez. The match that would have taken place at a later date, but was added to the show last night without prior advertising. All right. And then finally, one last one, wrestling news. Let's see if it's just basically just the same thing. Yeah, it's basically the same stuff. The brand army deal, yada, 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 yada. So, as we now head back here, the WWE is a PG, product. Know this. Even though there was some thought that maybe they would go back to TV 14, it's been reported that maybe the main reason they wanted to go to TV 14 was because of the holy shit chants or you fucked up chants, things like that the fans would chant throughout the thing. As we may remember a couple of weeks ago when Jey Uso said, "I don't care what the tribal chief said," we got an audible "you fucked up" chant, and the SmackDown Fox had to bleep it out, delay the audio, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, PG company, and what Mandy Rose was doing on her pages were not PG. They were not acceptable for what they wanted to do with this. Now, if you ask me, is this something that should be worried about? Is this that is something that is thing? No, I don't think Mandy Rose was doing, um, you know, X-rated content. I think it was, you know, it was it not safe for work? Yes, I guess it was, but I don't think it was explicit content. No, I was looking at Paige Van Zant's Twitter account, and been promoting her OnlyFans page, and she at this point in time still works for AEW. And when you go to her OnlyFans page, she talks about like doing like solo stuff. Now, I don't know if Mandy Rose was doing that on her page. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like that she was maybe just, you know, according to the video, maybe doing stuff that was just sexy. Like I said, I don't know if those videos were of her or not. But she was seen bottomless and things like that, and topless, but she wasn't. You couldn't see anything. So I don't know, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Saw a couple of tweets on Twitter. People were talking about that. They released Mandy Rose for this, but they've got people who have been alleged to be doing a lot of other things that are a lot worse than posting your body on the internet. Even still, the wrestling news. What I just read from the article, they tweeted, WWE had wrestlers pose for Playboy. What did Mandy Rose do that was so bad that she had to get released? And again, we're talking about two different eras. We're talking about the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression era, where that was, they wanted more. They wanted the women to be more sexy. They wanted those type of things. They wanted that publicity. They wanted to go up to that edge. But now in this PG era, that's not something that they are for, and that's one of the reasons why Zelina Vega got released in the first place, because she had an OnlyFans and she was posting on OnlyFans, and she wasn't. I don't think she was doing like sex. I think she was doing cosplay stuff, dressing up as cosplay characters. So, but again, and there was, and this also can be maybe subject to that third party thing that happened maybe a year or a year and a half ago. If you may remember that. Remember the WWE said that the wrestlers cannot do things on Twitch or YouTube or anything like that, cannot do brand deals without going through them at that point, if you had to do that. And, that kind of started the whole thing with Zelina Vega, getting fired for that OnlyFans, because she wouldn't stop on OnlyFans. And then those were big things, like with Adam Cole was on Twitch a lot of the time, and they didn't want her to, and they didn't want him being on Twitch, and that's why he went to AEW, and a lot of other things are going on with that. Lana, she had her brand deals, and she was upset that she couldn't do that, and all the wrestlers were on Cameo and things like that, and they couldn't have their own cameos. They did have cameos through the WWE account. So yeah, it was very, very thing that could be a part of this either. But man, this is a kind of a shock. This is kind of a shock. This is another release that happened. It's not a mass release, but it is a release that has happened in this time of the year where it's the holidays. So I'm sure Mandy Rose made more than enough money that she'll be fine. She has her store with Sonya Deville. She's got that she can do. So who knows what's going to happen? She was NXT, so I don't know if her contract was turned over or not. But if it was, it's NXT contract. It's a 30-day clause. If it was still just the WWE regular contract that she had signed, then it's a 90-day clause. But who knows? Again, like I said, I thought she had improved so well. She's my most improved wrestler of the year. The shining star, and her and Toxic Attraction would have been fantastic, a fantastic act to be on the main roster. So who knows what those girls are gonna do? Gigi and JCR are in this battle with last night. From where it said they're in this battle with the tag champions, Kaden and Katana, and also Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley. So, you know, who knows what that's gonna be with them. But yeah, this is a shock. They can't believe it. Mandy Rose released by WWE. There'll be more information as the day goes on and as the week goes on. So, but yeah, that's very interesting. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys are watching this on the replay, what are your thoughts on this? How do you feel about this? Mandy Rose being released by WWE, right? Mind blown. If you are new here, you should hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell because later on this week, Friday or Saturday, one of the two, I'm going to drop a video about Vince McMahon and the news that happened with Vince McMahon this week. And I thought that was going to be the big news of the week. You know, for the most part, I thought that was going to be the big news, but this might be, in some ways, it might be bigger because, and we'll have to see what the fan reaction is to this. But yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.